everybody, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Bears going up against the Ravens.
Larry, we are coming to you from the heart of Baltimore, nestled between Russell Street and I-395. We're at M&T Bank Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Baltimore Ravens. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And that's going to make it third down and 10. To throw here. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give him 17 on that pickup. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. In motion, the tight end. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Watch it now, Barney.
And the play clock's running down. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to go deep down. It's caught at the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
Red zone opportunity. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Time running out here on the play clock. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's third and goal.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, look at it. Now, let's go. Check. Detroit. All right, now, look at 56. Lucky 56.
Running on third with Langford. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He couldn't quite find the goal line, but a good run of 8 yards is going to make it an interesting fourth and goal now. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope. The good things are in store here today.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured bear on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. First carry now for Jordan Howard. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. A give to the fullback on the dive. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a 1st down.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitch, complete. It's Stone. He's got the 1st down and more past the 40. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
All right, here we go. Green, 30.
They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. That is caught. It's Perriman. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he takes this thing down deep into Chicago territory. Give him 30 yards there.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sean Robinson getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Let's go. 3-19.
Running right, this is Langford. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This offense bent the defense in their long drive downfield, but once they got within sight of the goal line, the defense went to don't break mode and is stiffened.
And Tucker's kick right there, it's good, and that will make it 6-0. So they get the field goal, but partner, that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't. But really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
This is Howard on 2nd down. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Our first update now comes from Atlanta. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
All right, here we go.
Now back to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
The Ravens on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll set up to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So 1:56 to play in this first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. After the interception, here's Trubisky. Flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's second down. Second down now after the incompletion. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Touchdown, Chicago! A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Going to give this time to the tailback. And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. Right at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Here we go now.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep for Perriman. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. The Ravens on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Around the NFL, they're into the second quarter in the Meadowlands. And the Giants are starting to pull away in that one. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
So the D-line's going to spread out. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He leaves this one for Howard. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Check, Patriot, Patriot, Green 39, Green 39. Watch it now, Marty. Over.
They go with Howard again. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Leopard! Here we go now!
They go play action with Trubisky. And he's going to go down again. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Play action. It's Trubisky. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's taken to the 26. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. On the NFL scoreboard, 2nd quarter up in Minneapolis. That one has really opened up. The Vikings have just scored again. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. The slot man in motion right. They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Again, it's Howard. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On 2nd down, Trubisky. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The Bears on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, here we go.
Trubisky with a give to Howard. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
We'll see what they have up their sleeve. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Stone. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
All right, here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Here we go. Now let's go. Green. No. Check. Patriot. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Now let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5.
Now let's go.
They'll look to throw here. Buying time to his left. That's caught out left by Perriman. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
All right, here we go. 319. Four down.
And he motions the wide receiver. Slot man moves right. Now a handoff looking right. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Hurry up, here we go.
Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Past the 20. They give him a gain of 37.
Trying to defend a drag route is really tough because you don't want to jump a route that's shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly, because oftentimes they want to run that route and then hit over the top of you for bigger yardage. So if you can chip off the timing of the receiver off the line of scrimmage so he can't actually get into the route, that's the best way to defend it. But there was no possibility of that on that play. End result, receiver won in a big way.
The lone setback is Langford. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
And thus far in this NFL season, no touchdown scored for him, and he's not going to get it on that play either.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Second and goal from the 1. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are in for 6. And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3 points?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Watch him now, Marty. Here we go now. Over.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. And he slides to avoid the hit. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Hurry up, here we go. Watch it now, Marty. Watch it now, Marty. Hurry up, here we go.
On 1st down, Trubisky. He's going to let this one go deep. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Let's go. Green.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
No. Check Patriot. Let's go. 3-19.
Play action. Now Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Back to throw here. Steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On third down, Jeremy Langford. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now look at 56. All right, now here we go. 56. Green 56. Detroit.
Now Trubisky back into his end zone. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Second down now after the pass completion. Trubisky now down around his goal line. That's caught by Meredith right side. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They get 9 there, and in the process escaping their end zone, picking up a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 35. A good pickup there at 22. And now a first down following that long gain. They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Now Trubisky to throw. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The Bears on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Trubisky now off the bootleg. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Here's Trubisky. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down.
Leopard. Now let's go. Watching that Barney.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
Detroit.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Green 39. Watching that Barney. Detroit. Now let's go.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
On 3rd down, this is Howard. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down.
Let's go. Leopard. Detroit.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20, 10, 5, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field and following the pick six, and they have decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
They convert on third with a gain of 22. Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. On first and 10, it's Trubisky. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 36. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll run it here. This is D'Onta Foreman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Trubisky. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
It doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Zerline out now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Elsewhere, they're on to the fourth quarter at MetLife Stadium. And that one's pretty well wrapped up as the Giants have grown their lead even further. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. And to give this time to the tailback. He finds an opening past the 40. The 40. 30. The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
The slot man in motion right. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Trubisky to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Tim Williams in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left. Roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
The current formula is not working right now. Throwing here, Trubisky. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he comes back with one complete. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Here's Trubisky. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. He got 29 yards that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Throwing now is Trubisky. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game.
One last shot for Trubisky. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is.